Hey, my twinklers, welcome back to your computer class. Now, this is going to be the very first class of your third term. So, without wasting any more time, let's begin. Using the mouse. The mouse is a pointing device. It is used to give signals to the computer. We use the mouse to select objects on the computer screen. A mouse has two buttons and a scroll wheel. Usually, a mouse has a red light under it. The light controls the movement of the pointer on the screen. A mouse is usually connected to the CPU box by a wire. So, what is a mouse? It is a pointing device. It is used to give signals to the computer. Okay. So we use mouse to select objects, to choose any objects. It has two buttons. See, I'm zooming this page for you. See, this is how a mouse looks like. Okay. A mouse has two buttons, left button and a right button, and in the middle it has a scroll wheel which makes the page up and down on a computer, and it has a light that controls the movement of the pointer on the screen. A mouse is usually connected to the CPU box of the wire. We already know the CPU, central processing unit, the brain of the computer. So the mouse is connected directly with the CPU box. This is the wire of the mouse. This is the right button, the left button, and the scroll wheel. So now a wireless mouse is connected to the CPU without a wire. Now the world is becoming advanced. So now the technology is also changing. So nowadays mouse comes without a wire. Okay, so it is more handy compared to the wired mouse. So that mouse looks like exactly what mouse is shown over here, but it is without a wire. That is the only difference. Okay, next comes the scroll wheel. The scroll wheel is rolled forward or backwards to move a page up and down on the screen. Okay, it's like a wheel of a car, where suppose you have a toy car with the wheels. If you make it move forward and backward, it will scroll, isn't it? Similarly, this mouse also has a wheel that is called the scroll wheel. It makes the computer page move upward and downward. This is the task of the scroll wheel. Next comes the mouse action. Now, using your finger, gently press and release a mouse button once. The mouse makes a clicking sound. This is called clicking the mouse. So, suppose you are standing in front of a switchboard, okay, of your house. Now, when you are pressing that switch from your electric board, it makes a sound of clicking. It clicks. Okay, that same thing happens when you are using a mouse. Suppose you are clicking the left button of the mouse, it will make a sound of click. So that is why it is called clicking the mouse. By clicking the mouse, your mouse starts working. Okay. Now they have types of click. What are those? Let's see. First is the single click. Now clicking the left mouse button once is called a single click. Okay. You're holding the mouse and clicking the left button once will make a single click. It selects an item which the mouse is pointing. Okay? By clicking on the left mouse button once only makes any items selected. Now by clicking double click the left mouse twice quickly is called, clicking the left mouse button twice quickly is called double click. Now holding the mouse with your left hand means with your right hand, sorry, you use your right hand. Sorry for that. So holding the mouse, clicking that left mouse button twice immediately, twice click, okay, makes it a double click. By double clicking an icon gives a command to the computer. Okay, so suppose you're on your computer screen and you want to open one icon, be it my computer, be it Microsoft Word, whatever icon you want to open, you have to double click on it immediately. That means page will open up or pop up in front of you. Now the third one is right click. So first of all you did all the clickings with the left button, single click and double click. Now the right click, the right button. Clicking the right mouse button is called right click. Only once. When we right click, it shows a list of commands. Okay, you're holding the mouse, click on the right button. Only once will show a list of commands onto the computer screen. Now drag and drop. Now what is drag and drop? The mouse helps us move icons on the screen. To do this, suppose one icon is there on your computer which you want to move from that place to another place. Suppose the Microsoft Word is in the extreme left hand side of your computer screen. So you want that Microsoft Word to come from there and go from there and come in on your right hand side. So for that, what you will do? You cannot simply put your hand inside the computer and drag it down. You cannot do that. So what you can do is select an icon first. Select that Microsoft Word. Okay. Then keeping the left button pressed. Okay. Hold your mouse and click on to the left button, but do not remove your finger from there. Click on it and press the left button, and by pressing drag that icon to any part of the screen. That part you want to be in the right hand side. So by dragging from left to the extreme right without removing your finger, then release your finger and stop it there by releasing the mouse button. And remove your finger from the button and it will immediately be shifted from left to right hand side of your computer. This type of shifting action is known as drag and drop action. Now, you do a lot of work with your computer mouse. Now, like your body, you take care of your body, isn't it? Similarly, you have to take care of your things as well. So, how to take care of the mouse? But protect the mouse from dirt and water, because those are electronic devices. You have to protect it from dust and water. Otherwise, if you touch it with your wet hands, you may get what? Electric shock. Remember, we have learned in science. Yeah. So protect your mouse from dirt and water. Do not drop the mouse. Okay, it's a plastic electronic device. Now, if you drop it, it may get cracked or break. So do not drop the mouse. Always use the mouse on the mouse pad. See, this mouse is placed just above a pad, a blue color round pad. It is called a mouse pad. So by keeping it on a mouse pad, it will be safe from any kind of scratches. So this is how you can take care of your mouse. So this is all about this chapter, how to use a mouse and what are the functions of the mouse buttons and how to take care of your mouse. So through this chapter and let me know if you get stuck in somewhere, and I'll give some of the exercises with it. Read it and do it in the copy, the exercises, and the rest of the exercises I will give in the next class. So till then, take care. See you.